Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be finishing up a little bit of rockhounding and also getting this big freaking sword. Alright guys, so we have plenty to do today, and this is actually a new updated version, currently on the version 1.2.7, I do believe. So we're kind of pushing up there, almost getting there to the final release, getting pretty close. As you can see, I have this new thing, Better Questing, over here, and it's new. Right now, there's currently nothing in here. It's in the works, so there's no quest lines or anything. So it's all in the works, but this will be updated soon, and some things will be up and running, and we can use that. So I'll just be sure to keep this over here, just so we can use it later. There was also a few other changes, but I'll post some of those changes down below. That way you guys can check that out. But as for now, let's go ahead and get on into more of the rockhounding. So we have the metal alloyer that we need to make. And this guy's not going to be too hard to make. We can probably just jump right into it right now. So we need 2 buckets. And I'm pretty sure I have some iron plates. I do. The iron plates are going to be used to surround this guy to make an iron furnace. I'm assuming the iron furnace is a little bit faster than a regular furnace. It's from Industrial Craft, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. Alright, and we also need obsidian. I think that's in my precious metals. Yes, it is. Okay. So we just about have everything ready to go. We need 2 blocks of bronze. We also need a pressure plate, a weighted pressure plate, and regular bronze ingots. So we should have everything. Bam, we now have a metal alloyer. Now, this guy requires power as well. I've been doing a lot of work off camera here, just basically feeding this guy stuff. So I'm going to place this guy right here. It's its own separate thing, and as you can see, it needs power, so we're going to take some of the power. Keep this guy fed. It's probably going to be best to put something on it, but I don't know. We'll be working towards getting the metals. We also need this metal stamp, which is required. So if you end up having an issue, it's probably because you don't have that stamp in there. And here are the iron pattern. So we're going to need to make that. So let's go upstairs real quick and make that iron pattern. And just make sure we know exactly what it's going to require. It's going to require a weighted pressure plate. It's going to require some kind of flat stone, an iron bar, and a trap door. Okay, so just some wood. And we should be good. Okay, we should have, I think, yeah, we do. There we go. And 1 piece of stone, and I think that's all we need to make this guy. So 1 iron bar, we already have all that stuff. We just need to make the trap door. And make this, and we should be good to go. Oh yeah, weighted pressure plate. And it goes just like so. And now we have the iron pattern, or the ingot pattern. And the ingot pattern is going to help us press some things into ingots, as you can see right there. Okay, so there's something I want to make, and I want to get this thing up and running pretty early, and that's an induction heating interface. This is going to allow us to hook power up to this guy. This does use a lot of power. As you can see, we got a bunch of stuff going on in here. But this does use quite a bit of energy. That's why I have a hopper hooked up to here. This was actually just full right before I started recording. And this one also uses a lot of energy as well. These guys, not so much. I mean, this one does. This one right here uses quite a bit as well. But that's because we have several processes running on it at all times. But yeah, everything else seems to be doing pretty good. I'm keeping up with everything. The problem is the sulfuric acid. Really, you could probably use 2 of these, and that would probably get you by pretty nicely, keeping everything full. But I'm only using 1 for now. Let's see. Some other things that we could do. I mean, I'm guessing just that for right now. So, really, I just want 1 of these, and I want it to go in here so we can power this through the cabling over here. So, let's see. What can we do? What's all the stuff we need for this? Okay, so we need the nichrome which I guess is nickel and chrome mixed together. And as you can see right here, we have nickel dust, chromium dust, and iron powder. And we can easily get iron powder. I think iron powder might actually be in here. How much nickel dust do we actually need? Because nickel dust and stuff like that we can actually make. That's not a problem. So nickel dust, chromium dust, and iron. So we need 6 and 1 iron. We might actually have iron in here. I'm not exactly sure where it's at. Not seeing it. It's probably in here somewhere, but right here is that chromium dust that we need. Also need to put a test tube back in here. But yeah, the chromium dust, the test tubes also are something that needs to be like fed into this thing. Because we go through quite a bit of them. As you can see, here's like a half-used test tube. Actually just need to throw that away. Okay, so nickel. We should have some nickel, I do believe. I think that's that weird looking ore. Where is it at? Nickel, right here. So we should be able to grind up nickel. I don't know how much this actually, the macerator actually gives us on output. Not sure yet. But that needs to be ground up, and we also just need 1 iron dust ground up. Oh, that gives us 2. Oh, that doubles our ore. I forgot about the macerator doubling your ore. Well, that's nice, and this should be able to be smelted. Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, here's our ore doubling. So 4, and we need 2 more. And then we should be good to go. So we'll let that do its thing, and then we'll pop an iron in there. And then we should be good to rock, should be good to rock and roll. 1 iron, let's grind you up. Okay. And we could worry about automating nickel ore and stuff like that, or automating these ores to be processed and stuff. But yeah, for now, we should be pretty good. Let's just go ahead and... This guy's running out of power. There we go. There's our iron. Okay, let's go ahead and get this processed. Now, I'm not too sure how much power this actually uses to do a process. But I do know we need... It only lets us take out the whole thing. Okay, so we only need 2 of the chromium. And we need 6 nickel grit. And we need iron dust. And as you can see, it's going to start processing. And it's going to give us, I think, 9 ingots of the nickel chrome, or nicromium. Yes. Nicromium ingot. Or nichrome ingot. 9 of those. So that's plenty to be able to make this thing. Honestly, I need to get a crafting table down here. That would be a lot easier on us. But for now, we can go ahead and craft up here. Okay, so this guy goes like so. There's the heating element, and then just iron around this. And bam, we now have the induction heating interface. Okay, so that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a LV connector here. And we'll hook this to power. And we'll take some wiring. And I think we should be good. We do need to get this down. So what I'm probably going to do is clear this out. Probably clear this out as well. There's going to have to be a connector down here. A relay. Okay. And I'll click that relay. Go back up. I should be able to fill this back in once that relay is connected. Right, there we go. Relay is connected. Now I can close it back up. I need to keep in mind that the glowstone goes there. Let me grab another one of those glowstone. There we go. Okay, so we do have some power down there, and these guys are, of course, going to power that. Keep that running. Those do have a 10K storage on them. I should be able to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Put this in this slot, as you can see right here. By the way, Shift-Z removes the little icon thing on the side. No big deal, but there we go. Alright, and I should be able to pop this on top. And just hook it up with the wiring. Right? There we go. Awesome. So this guy has full power and should process the same as everything else. This guy also needs power, so it's probably going to be in my best interest to also get all these set up really for it. I'll just have to figure out the wiring, because this piping up top, that's kind of an issue. I could run piping like from here all the way across and just have this connected to this, but that would leave the entire top open. It's probably something that I'm going to do. Go ahead and do that. It should all function the same way. It'll just leave all the top open. Should just leave the top open for us. And I'll have to wrench these guys because they don't need a connection. And neither does that. Okay. So now all the tops are open, so we could do this to all of them and get them all hooked to power. Now this does require 30 RF per tick. I don't think we're currently generating 30 RF per tick. So once this guy starts running, it might become an issue. But for now, we're going to be able to get all of those hopefully turned over into power instead of using this energy blend, which is kind of a pain to keep up with. I could set up a chest and have them automatically pumped. I do want to get this in here so I can see if our power is going to handle this, because these only do 5 RF a tick, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're only producing 25 RF per tick at the moment. And hopefully, yeah, it looks like it's really pulling on this one. Yeah, it's draining this one now. I'm sure once this is done draining, it's going to drain the other ones as well. But we do have a storage buffer, so of about, what is that, 5 times, that's 50,000 RF. Which is not bad, but, I mean, it's still a pain. But yeah, this guy is the main consumer of this stuff, so I'm really only concerned about getting this filled up. Everything else looks pretty good. I'll just be sure to keep up with all this stuff. But yeah, we're going to need a lot of these materials for other things. If we take a look, like getting further in progression, like I always go towards Ender.io. And Ender.io has, of course, their own generator. In the Stirling Generator, it looks like this is more focused around actually additions. But, I mean, we can get all this stuff for actually additions. So we have this, which is the alloy smelter. And of course, the alloy smelter requires rockhounding, so we're going to need tungsten steel. To get tungsten steel, we need cobalt, we need chromium dust, we need tungsten dust, and we need pulverized iron. All of which we should now be able to get because we have rockhounding up and running. So we're getting, I mean, just getting rockhounding is really something you need to get down packed. If you don't have rockhounding going, you're not going to be able to get anywhere. So what was the stuff that we needed to make tungsten steel? So we needed tungsten dust, chromium, and cobalt dust. Cobalt dust, we have it here. Chromium, we have a little bit of cobalt. We don't have too much of it, but we do have enough to get it. Tungsten. Tungsten is this stuff down here. Tungsten dust, we have quite a bit. So yeah, we can honestly make an alloy smelter. What's the machine frame? It requires refined obsidian, though. And this requires a few things from mechanism. So I wonder if mechanism is going to be our next section to get into. We do need steel. So I think the next episode, since we do have rockhounding up and running, we do need steel. We can't really get anywhere without steel. And I have to go to the end for that. So we're going to be probably working with a little bit more Tinker's Construct, building us a pretty nice sword. I can now probably afford the diamond armor and also get into some enchantments. We should have enough levels to enchant at least something. So that'll be plus, and yeah, I have enough diamonds to probably make some armor. I think diamond armor is probably going to be pretty good for us. I think glowstone armor, honestly, is actually pretty nice as well. Let's look at the armor. Looks like we have What do we have? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out before we go. I mean, today I guess we can work on a few things with actually additions. I don't know exactly how gated actually additions is on things such as the magnet ring or any of these batteries. These batteries don't seem too bad, but we don't really have a way of charging them yet. But we do have calculator, and the calculator has the power cube that requires lead plates, a redstonia crystal block, thickened glass, which requires the atomic reconstructor, which requires glass shards, which you get from breaking glass. Okay. That's all a pain to make, it looks like. I don't know how far these guys go. Like what these are used for. Doesn't look like too much. I mean, the fabrication chamber is something that's definitely it's used for. Let me look. This mast is something that I would like to get as well. That'd be upgrading to the atomic calculator, which does not look too bad. It just requires some of the stuff from Rockhounding. Okay, so that's some rare stuff, it looks like. I'm pretty sure that's some of that rare material that we have showing up in here. Yeah, all this blue is like rare materials. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the output of these red and green outputs. I don't know. It probably has something to do with that. But looks like we're out of materials. We've already went through an entire stack of that material. We can go ahead and throw a stack of that in there. Sometimes these slime boots get annoying. There we go. That should be enough to keep it filled up. And we're almost out of this. Okay. So yeah, like I said, let's go ahead and prep. I guess we have a little bit of time. We can go ahead and prep for going to the end. And I'll go ahead and get a few materials ready, and we can go ahead and make a sword over here in the tool forge and figure out exactly what we're going to do. Alright, so I've been processing quite a bit of gold here. And I want to use it because I went ahead and just made this. I surrounded the nether brick, got one on the bottom, and then I've dropped gold in. And every now and then, I will get a demon ingot. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get quite a few demon ingots. And a lot of particles, as you can see, because sometimes I get quite a bit. Just keep tossing this stuff in. I need quite a bit of it, actually. And this stuff has a pretty high... I know I'm wasting a lot of gold, but it does have a pretty high damage on it. Alright, so we got 34 out of the 40 that we had, so we lost about 10 or so. But I should be able to go ahead and throw these in here. Not this. What is that doing? There we go. Should be able to throw this in here. And hopefully all this will turn into that lovely demon ingot stuff. And we need to get our casts ready to go. So I'm going to be making a cleaver. I could go with the katana, but I don't know. I don't think the katana is going to do what I want it to do. I've never made a katana, but I think the cleaver is probably going to be something that I should go with. I don't know. It says it goes good with the shuriken, and we don't have a shuriken made yet, so I don't know. Let's see. I've actually not seen what this looks like. Kind of debating whether I should stick with what I'm used to or go with something different. I think we'll just go with the cleaver for now. So we need a plate, which we should have. Large plate. We need the sword blade and 2 tough tool rods. We have a tough tool rod pattern, but we don't have the blade. I think it's this blade. Large, yeah, blade. Okay. And we'll just throw that in there. Let's get some cobblestone. Get that in there so we can get some stuff made. There we go, because we don't have any of those patterns yet. get that large... Oops, I put that in there, didn't I? Let's go ahead and make you. We have aluminum brass in here. Hopefully we have enough. Yeah, we do. We have plenty aluminum brass. Okay. One more. And we should be good to make this thing. As you can see, the demon metal looks really cool in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the sword blade out of the demon metal. Or the molten, yeah, demon metal. We get this lovely texture. It's probably going to take a while for it to cool down because it is quite a large part. This will be 6 and this will be 9. Hopefully we have enough material in here. I'm really hoping we do. And then I'm just going to surround this bad boy with all the quartz that we currently have. We can always go to the nether and get a lot more quartz. There's quartz everywhere. Yeah, this takes a lot of time to cool down. Yeah, it's a neat looking sword as well. Pretty colors. Oh, by the way, as you can see, my hunger bar is getting pretty low. There's a new food system. It's called nutrition. And you need to eat each one of these food types. So fruit, grain, protein, and vegetable, and dairy all need to be something that you need to kind of keep up with and consume. So I don't know what the negative effects are letting this go, but you start off with 50, and we started off with 50 today. So we need to eat food. So going with what my normal food is probably not going to work. I don't actually know where my lunchbox went. Is a lunchbox still a thing? No, it's not. So the lunchbox looks like it is not a thing anymore. So that was removed. I know the engineer's toolbox has a spot for food. Yeah, it looks like the lunchbox was removed, so my food's actually gone. That's not good. I guess I'll have to go farming here shortly, but for now, we're just worried about getting this stuff. So there's our blade. Let's get our two tough tool rods. And hopefully we'll have enough left over to make our other tool. So that's going in there. Yeah, 2 tough tool rods. That should be a little bit quicker. There we go. We'll make another one. And then, of course, the plate is going to take the longest to make. But yeah, this thing is definitely going to be pretty powerful. It will have pretty high attack damage and can probably kill most mobs with one hit. Most mobs. Probably most unarmored mobs, anyways. So we can put this guy. There we go. That looks like a jumbled mess, don't it? Yeah, this guy's going to take a little while to do. Did have that going. Let's go ahead and throw some more gold in there. This is the only way I found to double. I did make a electric furnace, but it doesn't actually cook this stuff, the crushed gold ore, for some reason. It does a lot of other stuff, but it doesn't do crushed gold ore for some reason. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. Looks like it dense coal. Oh, it gives us 3 for dense coal. Yeah, everything else is pretty standard. But yeah. I still don't currently know exactly all of the new mods that were added yet. I'll let you guys know more next episode, but if you want to know, there'll be a link down in the description, like I said before, that will have all that information down there as well. So you guys can keep up to date. And like I said, a lot of stuff will be changing, so don't expect the early game to be the same when the new update's released. Just don't expect that. Things will probably change. So as you see, we have beheading and we have whispering, and we do have a attack damage of 17.4 or 0.47. So I do want to put some speed on this. So probably putting some redstone would be nice, and we should have 3 modifiers, and then we'll gain more modifiers the more we use it. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this on here. Let's put haste on here. I think that works. What does this say? Oh, no modifiers? We currently don't have any modifiers? Oh, this doesn't have any modifiers. So what would be a good modifier? I thought it at least had 3 on it. But I guess it doesn't. Anyways, well, I guess this is just a really good sword in itself. Let's see, what would paper... Oh, as you can see, we do get that little whisper down there in the chat every now and then. We should have some sugar cane. If not, I guess we can go over and get some. I was wondering what maybe paper would do to the modifier, because I guess demon metal does not have a modifier. Sorry for the hang there, that was quite a long hang. But yeah, let's go ahead and get some sugar cane. Can make some paper. Alright, so paper inside here doesn't look like it gives us too much. We swap parts out. Gives us 1 modifier. Doesn't seem to drop our attack damage any. That 1 modifier, though, might be worth it. That'll give us 1 attack damage. This will give us a speed bonus of 18%. I think I want the speed on this thing. So that'll probably be... Speed and looting is probably something that we'll need. Yeah, it'll give us looting. There we go. And we can kind of test this out. I don't even see an indicator bar. Oh, let's go find us a mob. I don't have much health. That's kind of a dangerous situation. I don't have any food on me. But I'm sure we could find something. Oh, it's so dark. I don't have any torches either. Let's take you. We can get rid of that. There we go. Now we can see a little bit better. Do need to watch out, there's some poison ivy over here. You know, it showed there was a pig, and I don't even see a pig. Let's see, he's on the tree. Oh, there he is. So 1 hit from that guy. I mean, you really just swing this as fast as you want. I don't see an indicator bar anywhere. So yeah, this is pretty nice. I think this is going to do quite well against the dragon. So we'll just have to, of course, armor up with some diamond armor and stuff. And that'll make it a lot easier on us to survive. Hopefully we can get ourselves some kind of jetpack, possibly. But I don't think we're going to need one. But getting to... I mean, we do have the slime boots and stuff. I do think the slime boot recipe was changed. No, it looks the same. Okay, yeah, I don't think it was changed, but there is quite a few changes that were made. I know early game was supposedly changed a little bit, but the guide will, of course, reflect that once that is published. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please over and click that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and as always, thanks for watching.